Hi, this is Phil,
And this is Courtney.
and today we're making meatballs. Well, Courtney's making meatballs, and I'm watching and video recording.
Okay, so here I am finally chopping that jalapenos.
Yes.
I like the heat, so I keep the seeds.
Yeah, and then some colored peppers, red or yellow or orange, right?
It says half, but I mean, who's really going to use a half? You can use a whole.
Yeah.
Or just use one.
How many do you use?
It's like one whole pepper.
Oh, okay.
But usually I'm doing something else, so I use the other half. And then there's always onions. The shallots are always spicier than the onions.
Spicier, just like more.
Yeah, like I'm probably off screen crying right now. I love garlic.
Yeah, I think a lot of recipes we do, it says like 5 cloves of garlic. I'm like, okay, that's 20 cloves of garlic, so
Pretty much.
12 for this. Could have easily been 20.
Yeah, the parsley's always like kind of the danger zone for the fingers.
Why? Just because it's harder to hold?
It's harder to hold and manipulate, and you want to get it super fine. Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the cheese grater. Oof, gotta watch those nails.
Yeah, it's like a microplane. It's probably not the easiest thing to grate the cheese on, but it's the sharpest.
And you get longer, like little strings.
Yeah, that's true.
I love making a basil cigar.
Chop it up. What's that, chiffonade?
Yeah,
Oh,
look at you go.
Oh, look at me. Now this is like half ground beef, half turkey burger. You could do it all ground beef though, right?
You could, but I mean, a traditional meatball has meatball mix, which is like beef, pork, and veal, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like the leanness of the turkey. But yeah, I mean, it's 5 pounds of meat. You could definitely go heavier on the peppers if you want.
You did good with this one with all the little bowls.
Yeah, I did.
It's like a real cooking show.
It is like a real cooking show.
This part was funny when I was doing the edit because it says combine everything in a large bowl, and like this bowl is not big enough for all this stuff.
It's not. But that's like my go-to cooking style of jam it back, like full.
Yeah. We could easily buy a bigger bowl. I think it's one of those things we forget because you don't make something that large usually, you know,
That's true.
except every couple of months.
The hard part is I have no concept of portion control, so if we bought a larger bowl, it would still look like this.
11 pounds of turkey burger, 11 pounds of ground beef.
Pretty much. Yeah, this was hard for me because, like, the way you would pour things out for a camera is not ergonomic.
Right.
So, it's weird and awkward.
Yeah, it's doing everything kind of backwards so you can see it and your hands aren't blocking it too much. Yep. A lot of people use like bread or other breadcrumbs. I think my mom used breadcrumbs or like crumbled up crackers, but I think it's just something to bind it together, right?
Yeah, it kind of like soaks up all the moisture and kind of keeps the moisture in there. Mm-hmm. There's a word for it. It's like an Italian word, I think, and it's like, I forget what it is, but you soak the milk in bread, and so that's a common thing too, but that just kind of grosses me out, so I can't.
Hey, these meatballs are awesome. You know what I always say, if, like, I sleep better at night knowing there's meatballs in the freezer, so these are like my favorite, so don't look up that word. I don't want you changing anything. They're so good. This is something that I've seen you make them a bunch of times, but I guess I wasn't paying attention, but this is a really good tip about making a patty, like a little mini kind of sausage or hamburger patty kind of style thing, just to test if the seasoning's right. Before you make 100 of them and then you realize that, you know, something was off or it needed more of something.
Yeah. Some little Italian grandmother will just eat the raw stuff, but because I use turkey burger, no way.
Yeah.
No way. That's not the kind of night I want.
I'm sure you'd probably be fine, but it's like,
No.
it's just gross anyway. Like,
Yeah.
At least I think so.
Agreed. Oh, my stomach is like literally gurgling just watching this.
These meatballs come out so good.
I know.
And it is a big batch, but when you can put them in the freezer and take out a few at a time, and all the prep is a lot. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it. You've done this so many times, it's kind of second nature for you.
Yeah.
But once you get, good at it, do it a few times, you can do variations, add more heat, add more, different kinds of seasonings.
Yeah. The thing I like is it's a lot of work. It's going to be a couple of hours, but then you get that in the back end when you come home and you just throw a couple in a pot and it's like, boom.
Yeah,
there's a sandwich for you.
Yeah, meatball sandwich. When you heat it up, a good tip too is do low and slow. Like get some sauce, put it in a pan, and just heat it up real slow. It comes out good. Pasta and meatball sandwich. They're the best.
Oh man, I wish I had that sub now.